Hi everybody, happy Friday. Brett Heckenberg here from Wyrd Accounting, and one of the interesting things that I guess comes up as a general conversation point is the pronunciation of the business name Wyrd. So it's a little bit of a funny word. It's not something that it's kind of the opposite of the AAA such and such business model. So that you're right at the front of the yellow pages and whatnot. When I first started my business, I had a little bit of a Goldilocks kind of scenario, in so much as I'd been in the big four, I'd been in the mid-tier, and then I'd been in a smaller boutique practice, and I kind of got to the end of that path and was at a bit of a crossroads, because I sort of felt, well, am I going to just go back and do the same thing, or do I look at something else? And I guess ultimately I started this business, and I spent a lot of time thinking about what to call it, because I guess wanted it to mean something. And so what Wyrd actually does mean is it's according to Wikipedia, Wyrd is a concept in Anglo-Saxon culture roughly corresponding to fate or personal destiny. And so I took that, and to be honest, I quite liked it. Back in year 10, or very much actually quite earlier, almost earlier than that, I had spent some time reading about business. Like, I was actually quite interested in businesses and money books from a very early age, but I just never really knew what business was for me. And so I remember very fondly sitting in business studies class, and the teacher was handing out these little pamphlets for cadetships. And I didn't even know what that was for an accounting firm. It's an apprenticeship for yeah, the accounting firms, and it was that basically snowballed into, I guess, where I'm at now, because I viewed accounting as the language of business, and essentially being able to look at what the numbers, what they mean, and to interpret them and to apply that to actually solving problems is what particularly interests me, and the tax strategy and all that kind of stuff is all part of that. And so it took me. Oh, I joke about I was, I think, a 16-year-old apprenticeship before I decided to start my business. But Wyrd to me was that idea around personal fate and destiny just really rang home as being true, in that I didn't start out with the intention of going into business for myself, but it was something that I think became really right for me, because I can choose to work how I want to work in with the clients that I like to work with, and yeah, it's just been a quite an amazing little journey so far. And just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight. It is a Friday afternoon, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of an insight into where the name came from, because it's a little bit of an unusual one, and I like it. All right, bye.